Hi, Reddit. I need some help. I, 32F, have not been sleeping more than a few hours a night recently due to my husband, 35M, talking in his sleep. So, a bit of backstory. When Tommy and I first got together a few years ago, he had warned me that he talked in his sleep. I had at the time brushed it off as the minimal mumbling that even I do when I sleep. We had moved in together a little over a year into our relationship, having only spent the night a few times prior. The first few months were, as I predicted, mumbling and tossing and turning. Fast forward 2 years later to this past week. Sunday night I had gotten off work at 2 in the morning. I'm a nurse, and my hours suck. And the entire house was pitch black. It wouldn't have been alarming, but we have a few lights in the house we keep on for when one of us gets home late. Like the stove light, a dim lamp in the living room, and a few others. I had set my purse down, kicked my shoes off, and suddenly became frozen, coming from our bedroom. Bang! 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 Something slamming against the door had me frozen in place. "Tommy," I called out quietly, my body's instincts telling me to leave, and I couldn't figure out why. As soon as I had said his name, the banging stopped, and I could hear my husband say, "Sorry, honey," and shuffle away. I slept on the couch, too afraid and exhausted to figure out what the hell just happened. I woke up close to noon on Sunday. Tommy was cleaning and doing his normal reset for the week. I remember peeking at his forehead, his hands, looking for any sign of last night just so I didn't feel crazy. Nothing. So now it's been a few days and I had tried to speak to him about it, but he kept pushing it off. He just will not talk to me about it, and I feel like I'm losing sanity. That was, of course, until last night. I'm laying in bed on my phone until around 3 a.m. when I finally turned it off and rolled over to go to bed. The TV was quietly playing an old Adult Swim YouTube video. The ceiling fan whirred and Tommy started speaking. My back was turned to him, and somehow the exhaustion I had been feeling vanished. It was me, banging this guy's fucking head against the door until you got home. You ruin everything, interrupt everything. Tommy didn't sound like Tommy, and I know that sounds ridiculous, but I gotten goosebumps all over my body when I finally turned to look over my shoulder. Tommy was dead asleep. Any advice on what to do would be appreciated. I'll update if anything happens again, but I'm half tempted to sleep at my mom's.